for bringing us this awesome game. So this is Nightmare Reaper, the demo, and I wanted to just get a little bit of the trailer in. So this is the intro, and then what happens is you fall down a level into hell, and you're going to run and gun your way out. So, I keep calling it that, running guns are top down, it's a looter shooter. Loot and shoot your way out. I thought it would be great for Halloween, but since it didn't have an intro menu out yet, I think it's still in development. I wanted to go in and grab some of the dev work here, and it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to check it out. The nightmare is real! So apparently this is our way out of wherever it is that we're trapped. To fight our way out through HE double hockey sticks. Everybody here for what to play next. We're bringing everything that is awesome, and I do mean awesome in gaming. So it's Halloween. We figured that we would look into no cartridge, weapons, achievements, etc. Ooh, I can play this on a controller. We figured we'd look into something scary. Pro tip: if you have a Microsoft computer, Microsoft makes Xbox, so you can get a wired controller and plug it into most things. It's pretty much standard to map a game. You will run into the occasional keyboard mouse, but generally switch to a controller unless it's like serious indie devs will do controller and mouse for a reason. Okay. Activate, yeah, kick. What do they want me to do? Bad. They want me to do that. How do I stop with the tutorial? Ooh, nice. I love the graphics on this. That's why I grabbed it. Light and shadow is still being worked on. So that is... for those works in progress that you're just aware of. Okay, so triggers. So they have all their controls lined up good. That's frustrating when you have like a new button. Some devs try to experiment with having like a new button for jump or something, and they tend not to do that in blockbusters, you know, like they stick with the format. So it's hard to say, you know, like, oh well, this indie dev obviously thought that they would be so successful that you would want to learn that control interface. But at the same time, control interfaces are so wildly varied when it comes to using things. Like E is standard, but A is not necessarily. That tends to be jump. Might be incorrect there. I don't know if I have to like talk about what I'm doing with my hands especially and talk. Somebody's not right. Alright. So what are these? You just let me know. These are my trophies here. These are my babies. I'll leave a trail of death on my way. Which we're excited about. Oh, come on, I want to drool. Why don't you do it in Wolfenstein? Left foot. I look like I'm stabbing myself, just as a death note. Okay, so you can push things around. Good object interaction. It's always nice when you can, like, mess with the landscape. It's been the new thing. I wouldn't say that this is or isn't different. The go-to, like, I don't think somebody will look at that and say, oh gosh, I just want to be able to run into an object, but it's a smooth flow, so it's good. Clawing it open definitely gives me a sense of desperation. I'm lacking a little bit in story, so I didn't have an opening sequence. Hopefully they'll add that in. I do a lot of dev work, so if you hit the bell when you hit subscribe is right down there. If you hit the bell right next to it might be on this side, then what you'll get is an alert and it will show you. So if it's lower res graphics or if it's got a an Atmo look or feel, it'll tend to be indie dev work and you'll either just love it or hate it. That's just the way that my viewers are. Some of them absolutely adore that they constantly have these new games that they're contributing to gaming. Well, we got loot. It's always a plus. I hate it when I'm thinking and I do something. Level design is interesting. You can do a lot, and people want to now. I think that that's what crafting games brought to us when they decided to stay open world. So like the Terrarias more than the Stardew's. Just kind of let devs say, hey, you know what, I want to sit here and mess with the ceiling and just get that, you know, I'm doing something out of their system. Come on, oh boy, what do you got for me? Alright. That looks like it's important. Great use of light and shadow to kind of let me know what's going on. Oh, that goes there, because I'm smart. I know these things. Alright, so we're gonna move this over. We have the proverbial object on the... You are just going to be difficult. Oh my goodness. Hold on. This is the only time 2D craps out, which is why I said I don't know that their object system will get adopted, per se, as much as that, you know, any other devs who are looking to see if they want to play with these guys, you're going to say, okay, so they have this, and it's functional. Obviously, they know what they're doing. Your first 3 games are portfolio work. It's like your first 3 dates. It's an audition. So you're not only getting money for it. This is chick right here. You're not only... I actually usually pay for things, but I do know the rules. So you're not only getting money for it, hopefully, in which case you'll be able to launch independently. You're getting scouted by other studios when you hit the press, when you hit, you know... That's one of those boosters that a lot of people don't know where it comes from. It's because all of a sudden, you know, EA looked at your game or something like that when it hit the press. So you'll get their scouts in there, and they'll talk about it around the office and that sort of thing. How am I going to get this to do this? It's actually an interesting conundrum. I need to get this onto here, and it doesn't want to go because it recognizes another object. There we go. So that keeps that open. So interesting puzzle. Good job. The fact that I could move the object brought something to the table. It looks like they need some sort of... there's this intermediary stage in development where weird stuff like masks go. A mask goes over... It's like an Instagram filter. You can use it on just like objects. You can use it for atmospheric... like actual atmospheric events, like rain and stuff like that. Spain is awesome about it. All their stuff is really, it flows well. Even their indie adventures will tend to have like this really seamless look. It's got a great autofire function where once you sight something, you'll track it, which is nice. People seem to think that we are behind a gun when we're doing gunplay games. And that's not exactly true. So you can either widen the hitbox. Your hitbox is where you're going to score on the zombies. Devs will do that a lot, especially in arcade style. Or you can have an auto track function like this, which is really rarely used, so 2 thumbs. I might print this one around a little bit, especially because it's got a great Halloween theme. I gotta get some sort of opening sequence, so we're gonna have to dip over to Steam for a double opening. It's our favorite. You'll have seen that twice by now. Just where I introduce the channel. But I do want it to have an opening sequence if I'm gonna use it, so I'll have to patch that together, send it to Sasha. See if it needs music or whatnot. Okay, so a little bit of a looter shooter more than a crawl, which is fine. Thunder of 2 and 5 times combo. It's got cheats, it's got gratuitous loot, it's got gore, it's got a lot of things going for it. The objects and the puzzles are great. The auto sight is a must. Janky camera angles, or excuse me, loose cameras for shooting make me insane because your feet scrape, and we do not have feet in there. If you have a great sight on your guns, then I would rather they not auto sight, or at least I'll live without it. I don't know what I would complain there. I can't say I found it. But other than that, the fact that auto sight is a cheat, I mean, we're doing VR in the worst way. We're just using our hands. I tend to put mine on my legs so that I can at least like cue my my fingers to keep my left joystick moving or not. I was actually half dead when I learned how to use an Xbox controller. I had gotten taken out by a real serious sports injury. What am I shooting at? I'm having flashbacks. What's going on? No, not really, but it was bad. Hydrocodone is now illegal. So my kneecap wound up around the side of my leg. There was just nothing I could do about it. I wound up on the couch for something like 3 weeks. I couldn't move. So I got out the Xbox controller and just really got onto it. Obviously, this was a long time ago. What is going on? Destroy the trap orb. I get that, but is this the trap orb? Like, is that it right there? Or is there a central trap orb? Maybe I'm overcomplicating things. Maybe it really just was like this giant, red, glowing, annoying thing right here that I should probably just have sat there and straight. There we go. It is what it is. We get what we get and we don't hit it bad. Okay, so great use of light and shadow, good level design. They paid attention to things like ceilings. Good gunplay. They used an auto sight. That should never have been put in as a cheat. That should always have been included. The fact that you have to strafe to make up for the columns that make distance possible in Unity has bothered me since day one. So definitely recommend. Link in the description below. Also down there, Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They will put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. So you can support the Pirate Queen. You can put your own logo on there. We do guerrilla marketing, so grab stickers. We love it when you guys pop our channel up. You get surprise visits from people and so on. We love you guys. We love the Earth along for the ride. KOFI, buy this chick a coffee, $1 make me smile. What else? Patreon. If you're into a more Twitch-style subscription, then you know you can rock that out and support the indie community. Obviously, we do a lot of pro bono work. We do some scouting and so on. A little bit of locational narrative, that sort of thing. But most of all, stay safe, because we find great games for you. So stay safe and game on. We'll see you next video. Subscribe and like.